We're back with Maisha Reynolds, a cancer survivor. Maisha, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Tell us your story.
Well, my story is a little different. I was diagnosed at the age of 12 with benign tumors in my right breast, later to come out to life to be breast cancer at the age of 31 after they were removed. Last year in April is when I was diagnosed with it. So I went through the mammogram and the biopsy, all of that stuff, and I'm here today, a year out.
Now, usually prior to age 40, you don't get mammograms. So what did you get? The normal self-examinations or ultrasounds, or what did you do? Were you doing everything right? I guess is my statement to you.
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't do anything right. I didn't think about a mammogram. To me, it was something that older women did, and I was just living life and not eating healthy, all of that stuff.
Okay. So you're diagnosed, you've gone through the treatment, you're a survivor of how many years?
1 year.
1 year. Mm-hmm. And where are we now?
Now I'm just doing the tamoxifen and trying to get the message out to as many people as possible, especially women of youth and, women of color, because reading information, you'll find out that it's not really something that is in our race, and not only women of color, I want to say, but also in the Hispanic culture too. Mm-hmm. It's prominent there, and no one's talking about it.
So while you were going through your journey, did you find that you were able to access the resources you needed to be able to, get through this successfully?
I had resources, but they were limited because of my age, because I guess in the position where I was domestically, I'm divorced with 2 kids, so I'm a single mom. So it wasn't a lot of support and a lot of stories that I can relate to with anyone. And usually the support groups were just older women. I never attended one. I didn't want to. I just felt like they couldn't relate to the pain that I was going through as a young Black woman.
You made an interesting statement, and I'm curious about this, that when you think about, you said get the message out to women of color, you don't see a lot of ads of women of color. You see white women, older white women. But we also have to be honest. In our community, we also don't talk about it. Mm-mm. So we don't have information, and the information that we have, we don't talk about that. Right. Why is that? Or why do you think?
I think, number one, because the stereotype to it is it's a white woman's disease. And not only that it's a white woman's disease, but it's an older woman's disease. That's what I was hearing in the community. And
from who? Who was
other survivors that I've talked to, even some doctors. They were kind of blown away, like, oh my God, you're so young. And then without makeup, I look younger. And mm-hmm. I was getting that response from them. And it's like, what happened to you? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know why I'm going through this, So I think that just failure of not talking about it, just not to talk about it, because it's not something that's common.
Well, how do we get past that? Because obviously this is a disease that affects everybody, every race, every age. How do we get past that?
Spreading the word. I mean, whether you're affected by it personally or not, just making sure that people know about it. What I'm doing is, I've written a book for single moms and for kids about the support of it. But as far as getting the message out there, I'm starting a YouTube channel, website, things of that sort. Plan to go around the high schools and just talk about it, because no one's talking about it, and it's important. Like I said, I was diagnosed initially at the age of 12. That young ladies do know, and I'm raising 2 daughters, so even with them changing their diets, just little things like that, we need to start talking about it.
So that was the benign tumors at age 12. Mm-hmm. And then also one of the things I love was that you say you were so you're a single woman of color, mm-hmm. so there was nothing for you. So you're also talking about support for single parents. Mm-hmm. Let's get back to this color thing, because I think that we're onto something. That lack of information, that lack of, it's not going to happen to me. I'm 31. As an African-American woman, I got so many other things to deal with. I'm taking care of my house. I'm single. I got 2 kids. I can't really worry about that. When you're getting the message out, what are you saying to get people's attention? Because it's one thing to say, you can get it, but to hit it home, what are you saying?
Listen to your body. Mm-hmm. Take care of yourself. I mean, I didn't know I had cancer, but I had other things going on. It's like something's not right with me. I look extremely healthy, but something was not right with me. So that's my main message to anybody. Listen to your bodies, no matter what age you are. Something is wrong. Go get it checked out. Don't put it off, especially women of color, because like you mentioned, we are doing all these things, and as a single mom, taking care of your kids, running a household, and trying to manage, that's the main focus. But at the same time, if you don't have your health, you cannot manage anything.
And one of the things even with our previous guest, Marquis, and I see you look so beautiful. And when you think about breast cancer, you think of it as a, well, let me not say you, I thought of it as a death sentence, in that you're going to be, not put together, and you're going to lose all your hair and not be beautiful. But both of you have just put a new face for my community, for my daughters, right? To say, even if this happens to me, I still have an opportunity to shine in life. Question, you call yourself a survivor or thriver as we close?
A survivor.
Survivor. Right. That is great. Anything else as you close? Anything you want to just say? I
want to say definitely look into diets. I'm really big on that. Follow your intuition. It was at one point in my treatment where they wanted to do radiology and I went against it. And they were fighting me down. You're so young, you need to have it. And I went to get a second opinion from a naturopath doctor, and he looked at my diagnoses and said, if you would have had this, you would have damaged yourself.
Wow.
So
thank you for coming on and telling your story.
Thank you
are beautiful. You're the beautiful face of cancer.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more Everyday Woman. Stay tuned.